grammar video, and you finished grammar packet 2, which is awesome. And for this week, you have 4 days of work, like May 19th. I need you to go through all of your assignments and make sure they're scored correctly. You don't have any zeros in the grade book. And for some reason, if you can still do the assignment, you need to send me a screenshot of that to my email, loststevens@smcsc.com, and tell me what assignment it is and show me your screenshot, like what your score was on it, okay? Because we're running out of time here. Okay, so this is where you're going to find practice grammar tests 2 and 3 here. So we're going to go to modules. It should be here. Okay, so here we're going to have, let's see, I need to publish this because I published this for the other class, I think, but I don't think I published it for you guys. But it's going to be practice grammar test 2 and practice grammar test 3. So I'm going to click on test 2 and take it with you guys. And you have 509 chances. Okay, so for question 1, we're trying to find during my lunch break. Okay, is it adjective or adverb phrase? Now we got to remember, adjective phrases describe nouns. They also describe pronouns, but adverb phrases are like adverbs. They show when, where, why, and what condition, to what extent, and they are gonna a lot of the times be movable in the sentence. Not always, but shows time. That first one, during my lunch break, is showing time, so I know that one's an adverb phrase. I'm gonna go with that. I feel okay about that. Love The Waterboys. That's probably my favorite Adam Sandler movie next to Billy Madison. If you haven't seen those, they're really good. Okay, on Netflix. Ooh, okay, on Netflix. And showing where. So I'm going to say on Netflix, what's going to happen? I will watch. What's going to happen during my lunch break? I will watch The Waterboy. So will watch is my verb phrase. Both these are adverb phrases. I'm going to go with that. Hope it's right. Question 3, on The Waterboy. Who's on The Waterboy? Oh, Vicky Valancourt, Mama Boucher. But I'm wondering, on The Waterboy. I'm thinking, since that's showing me where, this is actually an adverb phrase. I love Mama Boucher. Okay, about 100 times. Okay, about 100 times. What's about 100 times? You have seen the movie? To what extent? I'm going to go with adverb phrases. Have seen is my verb phrase. I'm hoping that's right. Of the movie. What's of the movie? The premise. Premise is a thing, right? So I'm going to go with adjective phrase for this one. Remember, adjective phrases describe nouns. Because of latent rage. Okay, what's of latent rage? Because of latent rage, he has been an excellent. He turns out. I want to go with adverb phrase for this one. It shows in what condition, right? For question 7, about gifted rabbits. Okay, I'm going to think that looks like, okay. What is about gifted rabbits? Looks like a series. So a series is a thing. So I'm going to go with the adjective phrase. Oops. Gosh, I hope we get perfect on this again. I'll get rid of that. Okay, who is a voracious reader? Who's a voracious reader? The student, right? So I'm going to go with, for this one, this is adjective phrase. Now, if the whole phrase was, a student of mine who is a voracious reader, which could be, that would be a noun phrase. If the whole thing was underlined, is, she mentioned that. But in this case, who's a voracious reader? A student, and that's a noun, so this is an adjective clause. Whoever enjoys dramatic irony and suspenseful TV, she would enjoy Dexter. I'm thinking this is a noun clause because it's in the spot of the subject. Maybe it could be at the end too. It could be in the middle as well, but I see that relative pronoun up there, whoever. So I'm thinking that's a noun clause. Okay, Dexter, a favorite show of mine. I think Okay, so this is not a prepositional phrase. This is not an infinitive phrase, right? To plus a verb form. This is not a gerund. It's not a verb form, right? So that means it's also not a participial phrase because it's not a verb form. So I'm going to go with this is a positive phrase. It's a brief descriptive phrase, right? I hope it's right. Hope we're right, guys. Question 11. Okay, this looks like a verb form, but I don't know if it's acting as an adjective, which would mean it's a participial phrase, or maybe it's a gerund. It's acting like a noun. So let's try the it test. Now, I knew it was an infinitive because it doesn't say to hide, okay? I know it's not in a positive because I already just saw that. I know it's not a prepositional phrase because it doesn't say just from the police, okay? So I'm either looking for either this is a positive phrase or it's a participial phrase. A participial phrase or a gerund phrase. Okay. Dexter rids society of serial murderers. Nope. Yeah, it's not a gerund because it's not acting as a noun. So I'm going to go with participial phrase. Okay. Who's hiding from plain sight and police? Dexter is. So see how it's acting like an adjective? Okay, I know it's a participial phrase now. Question 12. Hiding from the police in plain sight. Dexter rids society of serial murderers and acts as the Dark Knight of Miami. Oh, this is a great show. I love this show. So much dramatic irony in this show. What's of Miami? I'm going to say that is, well, it's a prepositional phrase, but that's not one of our choices. What's of Miami? A Dark Knight. I'm going to go, in this case, I'm going to say it's an adjective phrase because it's describing the Dark Knight of Miami. Hope we're right. 12. A beet farmer and assistant to the regional manager. This looks like a positive phrase, but let's just make sure. Yeah, I'm going to go with the positive phrase. Hope we're okay. Question 14. With Jim. That looks like a prepositional phrase to me, right? Do you guys see why? I hope so. Here, it's not in a participial phrase. It's not acting as an adjective. It's not a verb form. Again, it's not acting like a noun. It's not a verb form. This is not describing Dwight Schrute, right? So it's not a positive. I'm pointing to the screen, but I don't think it's like showing my cursor, which is really annoying. But an infinitive phrase, it's not to plus a verb form, right? So if it said to fight, I could say, oh yeah, it's an infinitive, but I believe this one's a prepositional phrase. Okay, question 15. To fight. Oh, look, I know the answer to this one. I have to make sure I'm clicking the right one though. Sometimes do you ever click the wrong one and like you knew the right answer? That used to happen to me all the time. Okay, I'm going to go back to Mrs. Price. To plus a verb form equals infinitive. Yes. Okay, did I get that right? Oh, I hope so. 16. It will be just fine with me. Okay. This is not a Santa Claus. That was a joke. I don't think that this is a adjective or adverb clause. I think this is a noun clause. It's in the place of the subject. I could put a subject there. It's got that relative pronoun. I'm going with it for question 16. Always check if it's a noun clause first. Okay, this is looking like a verb, right? But it's not saying telling. It's not ending in ing because it's irregular. Okay, so it's not an infinitive phrase because I don't see to. I don't think it's a prepositional phrase. It's not a positive phrase. It's not an infinitive phrase. So it's either a participial phrase or a gerund phrase. How do we tell those apart? I'm going to say it, the show. Nope, it's not a gerund. This is a participial phrase. Okay. Told from Dr. Fraser Crane's point of view. What is told from his point of view? The show Frasier. It's a great show. It used to be on Netflix. Not anymore. So sad. Question 18. Continually competing with each other on the show. Okay, that seems like another verb. It brothers. Nope. It's not a gerund. I feel like this teacher's trying to trick me. It is a participial phrase. Who's competing with each other? The brothers. Question 19. This looks like a verb again. Okay. It is one of my favorite shows, favorite tasks. Oh gosh. Okay. I'm feeling like this might be the gerund. Okay, for 20. It's on the positive, right? Is it an infinitive? 2 plus a verb form equals infinitive. Now, if it said to go to the stores, or no, if it said like to church or something like that, then that would be a prepositional phrase. But I think this is the infinitive. Sorry about that. Okay. Is this punctuated correctly? Leslie Knope, an aspiring politician, has worked at Pawnee since February 23, 2006, and she works alongside character foil Ron Swanson, a malignant pessimist. I think this is correct. I did use that semicolon correctly, and the date is correct. I like it. Okay. My favorite cartoon on Netflix. This is so small. How does this teacher expect me to read this? My favorite cartoon on Netflix is Hercules. His story is special because he defeats evil, suffers being an outcast, and offers a sacrifice for someone he loves. Yes, I think that is correct. So I'm going to go with true. On Hercules' epic quest, he must, can I put a colon after a verb? No, I cannot. So this has to be false. This is not punctuate correctly. False. Question 24. I appreciate the allusions to Disney films and classic mythology. I will go the distance. I will find my way. It's an allusion to Hercules' 12 tasks. Yes, I can use a semicolon to restate something I've already said. I can also use a colon to restate something I've already said. I could separate two independent clauses with a semicolon. I could do that with the colon too. They just have to be closely related. I'm going to say yes. If you have a favorite show or series, tell me about it. Yes. I think this is punctuated correctly. Question 26, however, tell me about it. Okay, remember we talked about this. If the dependent clause comes second, you don't need you do need. Okay, sorry. Let me restate this. I'm sorry. I'm pointing. If you have a favorite show or series, this is dependent. If that comes first, you need a comma after it. But if it comes second, like on question 26, you don't need a comma. So 26 is false. During a long summer vacation, one should first read the required summer reading. Then it's okay to binge watch your favorite series. Okay, this right here between reading and then, that is a run-on sentence, right? And if there was just a comma between those two independent clauses, well, that would be a comma splice. So this is, if I guess this teacher wanted me to know, like wanted me to answer this like 26, is this punctuated correctly? No. And let's see. Are you kidding me? Well, you guys will have to let me know what we got. I don't know. Will it save all my answers? I'm shook. Did we get? Yes! I hope you got a good score too. I hope you're going to be okay. Practice grammar test 3 is another great one to practice. And then you're going to take the final grammar test, and you're going to take that with a friend from the class. You can call them up. You get 3 tries. Oh my gosh, if you did the packet and you did these, you should be okay. I'll miss you very much, and I hope I get to see you next year. And I hope you email me and tell me if you're missing any assignments and show me some screenshots of stuff you fixed and stuff. Okay. Well, good luck to you. Reach out to me. Don't be a stranger.